Welcome back. The Trump administration continues its ramp-up efforts to bring supply chains back to America using tariffs, incentives, and reshoring initiatives to reduce reliance on overseas manufacturing. From pharmaceuticals and technology to critical minerals, President Trump's goal is to secure key industries on American soil, strengthening domestic production. Joining me now, a man who knows all about that, the founder and CEO of Auger, Dave Clark, is back with us, one of the top supply chain experts in the world. Dave, welcome. Thanks very much for being here. What is your reaction to what the president's doing in terms of pushing to get supply chains back to America, and how quickly and realistically can that happen?
Look, I'm a huge fan of the work the president's doing on this front right now. In particular, I think some of the foundational work, like the conference the Secretary of State had this week on rare earth minerals and getting an alliance of countries together to find incremental supply as the basis. You have to build that foundation of componentry in order to rebuild the supply chain in the U.S. It's going to be a journey to do it, but I think it is, particularly with the emergence of AI and robotics and the things that are coming in manufacturing tech, gives us the opportunity to bring it back and to skip, to just jump ahead and enter the race where it is today with robotics.
Yeah, I mean, look, we saw, what happened during COVID when we really got a wake-up call to how much of our pharmaceuticals are made in China and India. So I'd like to get a better understanding of how quickly this can happen. I mean, you were at Amazon, you ran the consumer business for 23 years. You know about supply chains and getting product out. But your news today is about Meta. Meta Realty Labs is partnering with AI Logistics, your company, Auger, using the company's autonomous operating system across its supply chains. Auger will deploy its system to fully synchronize Meta Realty Labs planning, procurement, manufacturing, logistics as a single network for optimal efficiency. Dave, how does that work? How will you execute this?
Yeah, so what we're building is think of it as the contextual infrastructure for physical world, right? So what we do is integrate all the data across the entire supply chain and put AI on top of it to deliver an autonomous operating system. So we connect everything from the commodity, the sort of materials going into an item, through the manufacturing all the way to consumer. So you can run your supply chain on a single pane of glass. And we're proud to be partnering with Meta and the Reality Labs group, the Ray-Ban glasses and the wearables, starting out of the gate here.
So how long does it take, would you say, to actually get that going and get the product out the door?
Yeah, for us, we're deploying our first wave of software to them in Q1, and we'll have fully implemented by probably the end of, by the fall in that time frame.
I mean, when you look at which products are most important in terms of the president's plan, I mean, there's a difference between T-shirts made in China and semiconductor chips made in Taiwan, yeah. Right?
Well, I think there's certainly a difference. I think it starts with the foundational components and the rare earth components and moves its way up into chips and high-end electronics. I think you're going to see more. You see a lot of focus from the government and different government agencies on locking in those supply chains and building the functionality there. The place we fit into that is really connecting these various entities, whether they're countries or companies or functions within companies, and integrating the technology that today slows everything down because people are basically left in a world where they manage through consensus and spreadsheets and pulling data out and finding ways to work together without having a single source of truth.
And you say that your company could fix what you're calling the coordination tax by automating companies' supply chains.
We do. We come in and basically this whole layer where people are basically taking spreadsheets out of systems and going to meetings to share data from systems. And we replace that whole layer with a system of contextual data and AI that provides autonomy at basically at whatever level a company is comfortable with. So you set the parameters, and then we deliver automation along those lines for you. It allows everything to move substantially faster. Most of the inventory that's built up in systems that is wasted is stuck because of time lost or latency between a signal when something happens and when you can do something about it.
Dave, stay right there because I want to get your take on what this means for jobs and this AI revolution. We got jobless claims just hitting the tape. Let me get to them because the market is selling off on these numbers. Cheryl Crisoni with the numbers right now.
They are, Maria. You're right. 231,000 is the initial claims number. That is higher than expected. We also saw a bump up from last week as far as the continuing claims number, 1.844 million. And to your point, yes, the market is selling off on that news. We also got the ECB rate decision. They left rates unchanged. It's the job story right now, Maria. You're absolutely right. Back to you.
All right, so the weekly jobs claims coming in worse than expected on the initial for the weekly numbers, Cheryl, and you got a market that has accelerated the declines, the Dow down 171. Dave Clark, what's your take on this jobs issue? I mean, we're looking at worries that AI will be destroying jobs. And do you have a plan for creating new jobs as AI efficiencies clearly mean that they'll see a loss of jobs?
Well, I think what it means is that I think it's less a loss of jobs and more a transference of kinds of roles. I think in supply chain, for example, I think it's one of the best suited places for AI in that it allows people to move up into more strategic decision making and enabling them to build better products, find better suppliers, develop better sources of materials, and or go closer to the customers. I mean, I think all of us think about lament a bit the loss in some of the customer service experience that's happened in the physical world. A lot of that's due to cost and people moving spend into other places. So I think about when you save in one place, does it give us the opportunity to invent for incremental revenue and for better service for customers?
And do you think that there's a different skill set that people need to have to thrive in this new AI revolution, Dave?
I think we're still a good ways off before you see really fundamental reskilling requirements. I honestly, I think the biggest skill people could have today is just deep curiosity about the tools and start using them. I think there's a big gap. It's like the internet in '99. Everybody talked about it, only a small population was using it.
All right, we will leave it there. Dave, great to see you. Dave Clark, the founder of Auger. We'll keep watching you work on supply chains.